Appreciate y'all for clicking the link. Checking this out. This is Soundnique Media. It's radio episode one. I don't have a fancy name for the episode. This will just be, the pilot. Of course, anytime the first episode of a TV show is normally known as the pilot. I got my dog KJ, KiBombSquad on IGKI. Is there any underscores or just KI Bomb Squad?
Well, nah, that's it. That's everything, man. It's your boy KiBombSquad Productions. You can follow me on everything. KiBombSquad, KiBombSQAD.
And also, y'all know me, CJ. You might know me as Sam on IG. My personal IG is SEE.E.01. I know that sounds complicated. I was trying to find a creative way to spell out CEO using my initials, but it's SEE.E.O and then the number one. And then, of course, we have the Soundnique Media Instagram page that I'm working on building on. Y'all follow that as well, which is just Sound_Inc. Media. But we've been working on trying to get together to do this radio show just to talk about things that we into, music, TV, movies. This is not the type of podcast where two niggas gonna talk about should a man pay for the first date. That's we.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you what's wrong with these. I'm gonna tell you what's wrong with these. Well, look, what they need to do.
like we like no disrespect to those podcasts, but like it's already enough of that, man. We like talking about the things that we like talking about. Like I said, music, TV, movies,
Art,
anything,
man.
art, entertainment.
Yeah.
We all for it, man. And speaking of art, speaking of entertainment, the movie Nope. I know that's like pretty much the biggest movie that came out probably this summer. I mean, we had some quote unquote summer blockbusters, but probably the
that's the one
actual movie. Like
that's the summer blockbuster.
Enjoyable. Like Nope. And I know you said you seen it about a week and a half ago.
Yeah, about a good week and a half ago.
Yeah, and I just seen that bit today, straight off work, collared shirt, still got my badge on my hip. Like I was trying to hurry up and get that, man. I ain't want to. I know. Normally, if it's a movie I want to see, man, I try to hurry up and see it. If I can't see it opening night or opening weekend, I try to wait till that that $5 Tuesday roll around at AMC and catch it then.
Yeah.
But
can't beat that one.
Yeah, but so you wanna go first and touch on it? You want me to go first because I just seen it? What you?
I mean, so check it out. Like because I seen it so long ago, bro. I got a strong opinion about it. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. It's personally, you know what I'm saying. I got a hill that I'm willing to die on, but yeah, I don't want to sway you, man. So I want to hear your fresh, unadulterated, raw. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you want to hear exactly. You know what I'm saying? You go ahead, talk to me, bro. Tell me what you think, bro. Fresh out the movie.
So like. Fresh, like literally, what time is it now? At the time we recording, it's 10:30. So I was leaving the movie theaters around 8:30. So literally 2 hours ago, I'm leaving this theater. But I enjoyed it, man. I think Jordan Peele is a phenomenal director. He's a phenomenal writer. He wrote, direct, and produced this movie. So I mean, he pretty much was running around behind the scenes doing everything besides holding the camera. But this is a real good movie, man. Probably, man. I think the thing that caught my attention mainly was visually the way it was shot was probably the best. The other movie you can clearly tell, Jordan Peele got that bag. Like I ain't realize it until I ain't think about it about the other movies until this movie started. When I saw that Universal logo across the front, I'm like, oh, we got that check came through for this movie, and you can clearly tell, man. Like, just the way it was shot when Daniel Kaluuya is looking up to the sky, and you can see him trying to see like where the spaceship going and all that kind of stuff, man. The nighttime shots when he out there with the horses, like this, everything was crystal clear. Man.
Yeah, bro, it was money well spent.
Money well spent, man. Money well spent. A lot of the times with these movies that you see, they spending $200 million on this and on that. The movie looked real plain. It looked like it was done in front of a green screen. Not knocking, obviously movies and shows that use a green screen, but this one, just a cinematography of it, I think is what caught my eye first. This is one of those movies that let's say you at the house, you at somebody's house and they mute the TV because they mama done called them or they girl something whatever. They had to mute the TV to watch something or listen to something else. You can just sit down and just watch the movie and still be enjoying it for what it is. All you want to do is make sure they turn the volume up to like 4, so you can hear at least something. Make sure putting all the words
Hey,
together.
I know it's definitely one of them ones that you have on in the background. Whether you've seen it once or 6 times, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna be washing your
Yeah.
dishes, you got to looking over your shoulder, trying to see what's going on. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. Yeah,
And
bro.
then
100%, bro. Like that.
my
Oh, you
bad, I
got
cut
you
you
got
off,
it.
but
No,
and
you got
then
it. Go
the
on in.
ending part, bro, like to just to put the cherry on top. Um, I said this before in one of my previous Sonic Media videos, the Young Kings video, where I just talked about Daniel Kaluuya. He is a man. Uh,
Yeah.
that's my favorite actor of this generation. I know I really really like Damson Idris. I know we all done seen Snowfall. I know they say he's like the next Denzel, but Daniel Kaluuya, man, Get Out, Queen and Slim, the Judas and the Black Messiah. I think he was like the bad guy in the movie Widows. I still didn't catch that, but everybody said he did real good in that. I know they got the meme with him staring at the dude um, from that movie. But yeah, Daniel Kaluuya, man, this is a little bit of a different role from him. Normally, I mean, he always looked like he like just rolled up like right before whatever scene they shot. His eyes always
Fresh
look
out the hot box.
stretch. Man, look, man, they got to crack it. Boy, they got the towel under the door in the trailer, boy. But him and Kiki probably. I mean, they was basically smoking weed in the movie, so that lets you know. Well, I don't know if it was
Mm.
real weed, but I wouldn't be
No,
surprised if it
look,
was. But
hey, throw a little sprinkle a
throw a
little
little sprinkle, a little,
CBD.
yeah, a little. That's what exactly what I say, a little CBD. But
Sprinkle that bit up in there with it.
yeah, man. But I mean, this role was different from him because usually he's very. I can't explain it. Like he's very, very. He's not dramatic because he's not someone who like yell and scream and all that stuff like that unless it's time to. But like this movie, he just was like a grunting 40-year-old man. Like he just like you see that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
Nope. Like he he was that one like 60-year-old uncle that you got that just answer everything with one word. Like you can tell him a 3-page sentence about how your day went. He'll just go, mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
That's how
Yeah.
it
And
is.
he did a lot of body acting. You know what I'm saying? Like he did a
Yeah.
lot of acting just in his
His
in subtle
mannerisms. Yeah.
movements and in his mannerisms and the stillness. Yeah. You're right, bro.
Um.
He damn sure killed it.
And of course, Kiki Palmer did her thing as well. I'm definitely not finna knock her. She like I think the dynamic of like the old leave me alone older brother, but with the young come on man, let's hang out, let's kick it younger sister.
Man,
They both did that relationship.
it's Kiki
Very very well.
motherfucking Palmer. You know
Yeah
what I'm
man.
saying? You know
Yeah
she
man.
gonna get right. You know she gonna get right.
I
But yeah,
think
they had some solid on camera
chemistry.
chemistry.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
did. They did. They did. I think I seen one little tweet, but we kind of shut that down. I think she even shut that down herself. With people talking about like, oh, this is just now Kiki Palmer's like breakout role. And I'm like, bro, like she was
Man,
in
bro.
Aquila and the Bee. She been in
Bro, that's what
Barbershop.
I'm
Like
saying. Kiki she was on
everything, bro.
everything
Like,
that we seen as kids, bro, growing up. You know what I'm saying? Everything we watched, Kiki was in that motherfucker.
but
But I remember I watched the long shots about 3-4 times when that bit
yeah,
dropped on DVD. Heck
yeah.
yeah.
You
Heck
can,
yeah.
but
Yeah, that's
that's
Kiki
social
motherfucking
media.
Palmer.
People on Twitter and Instagram, they 15 years old, so they don't understand. They didn't grow up with
Hold
watching
on,
it.
come back. You sound a little far from that bit.
You hear me now?
It's a little like
You hear me now?
yeah, we back.
Yeah. I was just saying that social media to them, Kiki Palmer, they 15 years old, so they didn't grow up watching, Aquila and the Be like we did. They didn't grow up, seeing the
And
type of films and things that we did too. So
and
that's the
that's
reason
and
why.
that's and that's giving them a lot of grace too. You know what I'm saying? Because
Hmm.
I did, you know what I'm saying? Remember, I did peep that they said that they try to compare her to Zendaya. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
on the tip, but the bit, you know what I'm saying? The main thing is the movies that Kiki Palmer did, bro. You know,
Hmm.
man, bro, every single one served the
So
community. You know
it
what I'm
served its
saying? It
purpose.
served the culture.
Yeah.
Bro,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
bro, like,
Yeah.
it solidified her You know what I'm saying? As a, you know what I'm saying? As a mainstream A-list, you know what I'm saying? Leading lady. But yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. I ain't even got to get in all that social media jibber jabber, man.
Yeah, I think
It just sleep. It was just sleep.
I
It
want to
still
add one
is.
thing. I want to add one thing because we we've been saying this more and more as a culture of this generation. So I want to do it for her, like just kind of giving people their props and their credit while they still here. But like with
Yeah.
Kiki, I think she like we hear this term a lot nowadays, but she really is one. Like we hear the term, oh, they're a social media influencer or something like that. She really is that, bro. Like
An influencer, real
yeah,
life.
she did a morning show with Michael Strahan on CBS. She done she got her own show. I think on like Facebook Watch or Facebook Live or something like that. Like she don't, she make money besides just acting. I think that's the thing. Like she don't even fully commit herself to acting because she gets so many bags outside of that. But like you said, we
Mm-hmm.
ain't got to pile on. Those who know, who know. Those who don't, do your research and
They
find out.
will.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what I'm
you'll find
saying?
out.
Yeah.
Hopefully this and if this is the movie to make you do more research and find out more about Kiki Palmer, ain't nothing wrong with that. Hey man, ain't nothing wrong with being late. You ain't gonna always be first. I was the
And
first
you,
person to hear this. I was the first person. Everybody can't be first. So I mean, if this is the one
man,
that
hey,
put you on, that's cool.
and you in for a treat if you if
Right.
you gonna sit down there
There's
watch, yeah,
there's a
watch
hell of a
her
catalog for you to
films.
go back and watch, my boy. Trust me. Trust me.
Real
Trust me.
life.
Trust me. But
Real life.
I know
Yeah,
you
but
said
but
you got
but
more of
but
an in-depth look, so I want to hear your take on it.
shit, yeah, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? You popped it off well talking about the cinematography of it and the way it was shot, bro. That, you know what I'm saying? That was solid. You know what I'm saying? That and that again solidified Jordan Peele as one of my favorite directors
Mm-hmm.
and writers of today. You know, and that takes me into this script. You know what I'm saying? The
Mm-hmm.
way he wrote this script, bro, was was undeniable. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just first talk about the scripture of speculation that he showed in the beginning of it, in the in the opening credits.
Mm-hmm.
But man, matter of fact, let me see, man.
Oh, you Mo Dog came with
The
notes?
Yeah, man, let me go and get right, man. That thing say
Go on, my boy
so.
fixing his glasses.
Let me yeah.
Let
Hold
me
on,
go
pass
ahead and
me.
find
We go
page
ahead, find the
37 of it. Go
lick
ahead.
it, lick your fingers and shit.
Yeah. I hate it. I don't know why teachers did that stupid ass shit, but
You know what I'm saying?
just nasty. You're
Leave your
not doing
marks
nothing.
all on
That
you.
doesn't help you pick out the paper, man. You're just nasty.
But yeah, man. Yeah, man.
But while you doing that, just to kind of add on while you get into the actual scripture thing, yeah,
Yeah,
man.
I
I
find
think
it whenever you're ready.
yeah. I was just gonna say
You
real
got it.
quick that like Jordan Peele, man. To piggyback off that, like I think you know the way the timing in which he drop his movies, I say this with a lot of like musicians as well. Like how everybody be on Drake social media, Chris Brown social media, man, drop the album. I'm like, nah, bro. I'd rather you wait, take your time, and then
Mm-hmm.
you drop something that you are happy with. Because you hear a lot of times when people, anytime something rush, it don't come out the way you want to. So I feel like, he dropped Get Out. I think that was like mid 2017, and then
Yeah.
he had Us that came out 2019. Because I remember I went to the movies with a friend of mine both times to see each one, and I think Us is the number one grossing horror film. Nope might be on his way to come get that because like we talked about with Universal cutting that bag, more
Mm-hmm.
eyes
Matter
gonna
of
be on it
fact,
compared to more. But
and he's the I think Jordan's either second or third black filmmaker to have three films cross the $100 million mark. And I think
hey, I think
that
I
was
did see
just
that
announced
too.
earlier
I
today.
think I just seen that.
Yeah,
Yeah, man. Shout out
yeah.
to Jordan Peele. But yeah, that's all I
Big
was gonna
shout
say was
out.
just take his time. Like I don't mind this. I don't if the next film we don't get ain't till 2025, cool. If take your time and work on your craft and put out what you want. If you when the minute you
Real
rush something,
life.
the minute you drop something that you don't want to drop, it don't end up coming out well or not as well as you would expect. But yeah, I know you said you got some scriptures, so let us hear
Let's step into the church. You know what I'm saying? Let's
it.
but yeah. So in Nahum, I hope that's how you say it. Nahum 3 and 6 is the opening scripture, and it says, "And I will cast abominable filth upon thee, and make thee vile, and will set thee as a spectacle. And that's the key word that I noticed
Spectacle.
throughout the
Mm.
throughout the rest of the script of the movie is that, you know what I'm saying, everything was it was a take on a different spectacle.
Mm-hmm.
And just talking about the phone. Yeah. I don't know if we said it or not, but spoiler alert, baby. If you ain't seen it, you better turn it off. Cause
Yeah.
we
My
about to
bad.
get into it.
Sorry. Yeah. Spoiler warning.
Hey, yeah, we about to go and get into it. So check it
Mm-hmm.
out, man. First scene, we open up with a monkey attacking all of its castmates. That is a traumatic event for anybody to witness, but for more specifically a kid. But
Mm-hmm.
instead of acknowledging this trauma, he did what he saw everybody else do. You know, he saw cameras. He was like, "Hey, well, let's put some cameras on it. Let's keep this train rolling." He made his trauma a spectacle. He did, and then he did this. Excuse me, did the same thing with the UFO, whatever you want to call it, with the beast in the sky. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He got to the point where he felt like he felt like the beast trusted him so much that he forgot that it was an actual, it was something
Mm-hmm.
to move cautiously around,
Right.
and ultimately leading into him becoming the spectacle, you know, which was his demise, him and all the rest of the crowd. And tying it into how uh, Daniel's character, how even though he was so far removed from Hollywood, or from you know, just from whatever culture was the norm of, you know, of the child star, he still found, him and Kiki both still found themselves lost in the idea of trying to capture the spectacle. And
Mm-hmm.
uh, even if it did cost them to put their own lives in danger, or to risk their, you know what I'm saying, risk, you know, just to risk themselves becoming the spectacle. And that's ultimately reflective of our, you know, society. You know, we everybody, everything is always, you know, it's crazy. Pull your phone out. Oh shit, let me pull my phone out. Oh, what is that? Let me pull my
Right.
phone out. Instead of let me do something about it. You know what I'm saying? If somebody sees somebody car on fire, I guarantee somebody go have their phone out. I ain't got to get, you know,
No,
my
you
opinion on it,
not
but you know what I'm
wrong.
saying. But
You
it's,
not wrong. You keep
hey,
going.
it just is what it is, man. It's just the norm of the culture to, you know what I'm saying, to make a spectacle out of something rather than jumping into it and actually doing something about it. You know, like the Panthers did. You know, they seen that that the police was, you know, was tormenting and oppressing their community. Instead of pulling out their phone, they stepped in and stood there in the midst of the moment. Where versus now, if somebody sees somebody if somebody see the police harassing a brother, they just go pull their phone out, throw it on IG, throw a little black square and a hashtag behind it. You know what I'm saying, and make a
Mm-hmm.
spectacle out of it. You know
This
what I'm
shit need to
saying? But
stop.
you know what I'm saying. Yeah,
Make it
man.
seem,
Yeah,
yeah,
man.
man.
But
Yeah,
yeah, man.
I
But
completely
I'm off
forgot
my
about that.
soapbox, man.
No, you good,
I'm
you
off.
good, you good. I like I said, I just seen it, but I guess maybe because I'm still in, like, I'm still processing the film as a whole. I completely forgot about that very beginning with that scripture, because I seen it, and my first thought was like, what does that mean? I was like, all right, I'll pretty much kind of pick it up throughout the film, but I just kind of got so ingrained into the film, I forgot
Mm-hmm.
about that. But yeah, like, you know, the walking the horses around in the carousel, like you see the part with his dad where he kind of showing his dad kind of showing him the ropes about you know, training the horses, and you know, we never got to actually see it, unfortunately, because spoiler alert, daddy died.
That is
Um,
that.
but the dad was, you know, they were talking about some type of competition where if Daniel Kaluuya, I wish I would actually remember what was his name in the movie, Dre or something like that. Something, it was something like
OJ. It was
OJ, OJ,
OJ. I mean,
OJ. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
and
yeah. OJ. Oh yeah.
matter of fact, can I chime in real
You
quick?
got another little bag in the bag. Go ahead. Go ahead.
See, check it out. See, I so far, I will confess that I am a film geek myself. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So I damn so did lock in on interviews. You know what I'm saying? I did You know what I'm saying? I've been discussing this since I seen the movie. You know what I'm saying? But
Okay.
in some of that research, bro, Jordan Peele said that he named his character of OJ because our culture actually made that whole entire thing a spectacle. You know what I'm saying? That was a huge spectacle moment
Yeah.
of, you know what I'm saying, of society. You know what I'm saying? Instead like I'm still, you know what I'm saying, instead of actually acknowledging what, you know what I'm saying,
What actually happened?
the the
Yeah.
facts, bro,
Yeah.
the facts. You know what I'm saying? As of yes, what actually happened, and yes, yeah, niggas was happy OJ got off, but why was niggas happy? You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, you know what I'm saying? The system is made to work again. You know what I'm saying? The system was
I think that's
made
the
to
reason.
work
Yeah, that's
against
the
us. You
reason
know what I'm
why.
saying?
That's the reason why we were
It's
just
like
happy that
it's
we finally caught him.
exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like we got one. You know what I'm saying? And that's the main thing. Like, bro, like if that's the case, like, you know what I'm saying, bro? You know what I'm saying? I ain't about to get on those. I don't mean to get on those soapbox, but yeah, bro, like shit solid through and through, man. 10 out of 10. Highly recommend. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. Yeah, man.
Um, but yeah, I wanted to. I know we kind of talked about this, but we didn't get to go in depth about this. But show wrapped up probably about a month ago or so, maybe a little bit less. But The Boys season 3.
Oh yeah.
Real quick, just once again, spoilers. If you have not watched The Boys season 3, I don't know what the hell you waiting on. It's been about a month since the season been over with, but you still got. I
Yeah,
mean,
bro. Stop,
it ain't going nowhere. It's Amazon's
stop
pretty
playing
much.
with yourself.
It's
Yeah.
Amazon flagship show, so like they market it heavily, but it's a good show, man. If just spoiler alert, and just warning you ahead of time. This show is very graphic. If you someone who
That
turn
bitch
your
sick.
head when someone gets shot, when someone gets stabbed, don't watch this show. I ain't even gonna tell
It's
you
that
if you.
shit
I ain't even
sick.
gonna tell you to try to fight through it. Don't fight through it because this show it only goes up. This if you if you seen this show 3 minutes into season 3, it lets you know, yeah, we on that weird freaky shit again. So if you now's your chance to turn around. So yeah, we Amazon lets you know right out the gate what the scene. I ain't gonna get into the detail because dude's trying to get somewhat monetized from YouTube, but it get raunchy right out the gate with the boys, and there's a lot of that in the show. But if you someone who kind of you really don't like Marvel like that, you feel like it's a little too cookie cutter, it's too kid friendly. The boys got all that for you. The boys got all the adult stuff that you need. But it's a
Facts.
superhero show, but it's more realistic in the fact of we all like let's be honest, if we really had people out here that can fly, shoot laser beams up out their eyes, run at super speed, bro, these people would not be Samaritans. These people would not be doing toys for tots. These boys would not be doing community food drives. These dudes would be assholes. Why? Because they can do what they want and can't nobody stop him. And
Mm-hmm.
that's what make this show so good because it's almost scary how like realistic this show gets at times, especially with Homelander, who is the MVP of the show. I mean, the cast is star studded, but Homelander is definitely the LeBron James of the show. Any scene he's
Yeah.
in, he kills it.
Anthony Starr, that's
Yeah,
Jit
Anthony
name.
Starr. Yeah, Anthony Starr. So yeah, I know his
Yeah,
name.
Jit
Yeah, Anthony
Raw.
Starr. But yeah, any scene he's in, you don't know if he gonna kill somebody. You don't know if he gonna spaz. You never know what he. It's so unpredictable what's gonna happen, but it's so realistic because that's how somebody would act in his situation. But how'd you feel about season 3, and then just to kind of as a whole, how do you feel about the show as a whole so far?
All right, so personally, bro, I fuck with the show overall, and the way season 3 went. It did take me for a loop. I had a couple of theories of my own of what was gonna
Mm-hmm.
happen, but but mainly just from my own perspective as a black man, bro, I see that's exactly what happened. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to how, you know what I'm saying, how the white superheroes are the ones who mainly in charge. They created, spoiler alert, they created the most powerful motherfucker out here, and they made him a white boy with blonde hair, blue eyes, and like the facts the yeah the fact that they're actually acknowledging that these things could slash would be directly tied to a white supremacist system that, with how they did with Stormfront and the Nazis, and how she wanted him to, what I'm saying, to go on and finish what she thought they started. It was just done in an extremely realistic but still artistic way, bro. I don't, man, I can't think uh oh, matter of fact, let me not say that. Let me not say that. Now, I will say what fucked me up was, of course, the opening scene of season 3. That fucked me up. Well, I wasn't gonna say nothing about it, but I got to say that. I can't
Yeah.
acknowledge
Go
that.
ahead, man. No, yeah, I appreciate it. We gonna keep it a hundo. Go ahead, talk. If you wanna, tell them. I ain't gonna stop
Man,
you.
man. I don't even want to say it, man.
Yeah, man.
I'ma just tell you, boy, that
Go
shit
ahead.
sick, dog.
That's
That I'ma
yeah,
just that shit sick,
yeah.
man. Like that hero gasm. That shit was crazy. That shit was crazy. Look,
So, real quick, just to look. So, I'm a big comic book person. Since I kind of missed the comic booms of the '90s. I wish I would have, read them when I was a jit. But now that I'm older, if I'm bored, if
same,
I'm
bro.
chilling, I might grab I got a couple comic books at the house that I listen to. Listen to.
I'm with you, bro.
Well, no, I take
I'm
that back.
with you.
I got some audiobooks that I listen to too. The Daredevil comic audiobook is fire. But
All right.
Daredevil Guardian Devil. If you ever got a
Yeah.
chance to find that on Audible, yeah, go listen to that.
That's a yeah. That's a
Audible
good
sponsor this video. But
one.
but
Oh,
so
yeah.
apparently Herogasm is something that happens in the comics, and basically what they do is all the superheroes basically say like, oh, there's this big threat that's happening like somewhere out in space or somewhere happens in the moon, and all the superheroes just get together and just fuck each other basically. Like
Man,
that's what they do.
got
So
the
that's the comic origins, and in this season they basically, it's just a superhero orgy. Like it happens once a year, all the superheroes get together and they just
fuck
they
each
do their
other.
thing. They do their thing, man. I ain't gonna tell you about none of the scenes that happen, but um
They be in
I,
that bitch getting it
they
on.
be getting it in, man. They be getting it in. I think because I know you was talking about how, like, the white supremacist part. On the flip side, A Train,
Yeah,
A Train, like A Train is that dude who, like, season 1 and season 2, like, I wanted to punch that nigga in the face because he got on my nerves every
bruh.
single chance he could, because he just
Bruh.
kept, man, he kept messing everything up that he got involved in.
Mm-hmm.
And in this season, like, if there was a visual demonstration of take one step forward and then 10 steps back, it would
Is
be A
that
Train,
nigga?
man. It would be
Yeah.
A Train. And I think, he trying to figure it out. Like he trying to honestly do the right thing. Like you can clearly tell, like, the shit that's going on with, like, his brother,
He
the
he trying
Hispanic.
to redeem
Yeah,
himself.
he's trying to redeem himself because he realized the stuff that he done. Like he real and now that, like, I think he kind of got humble because obviously, in this show, these aren't like this ain't Superman where he was born on this planet with powers. In this show, the
These
superheroes
niggas
are
is
basically
they
made.
regular.
They
Yeah,
test tube babies basically.
yeah, yeah.
Basically, to put it, to be honest with them. So a lot of the kids, they get compound V, and that's what gives them their powers. Some people, they end up like A Train, where he's basically the Flash. For y'all who haven't watched the show, he's basically a black version of
And
the
ju- and
Flash.
and exactly what you would think they would do if it was if I woke up tomorrow could run Mach 2, you know what I'm saying, Mach
Yeah,
5, that boy, I guarantee I become a spectacle myself, you know what I'm
right,
saying, and
man.
that's
Look, bro, if I
he's the
had A Train
greatest
powers,
athlete,
I'm hitting licks.
bro,
Yeah,
yeah,
nah. That's what I'm saying, bro.
I couldn't have it,
That's what
but
I'm saying,
yeah,
bro. This show
they
is
they
realistic
make him,
because they
yeah,
they do
yeah,
that. They do that. They
and
go ahead.
Oh no, I would just go piggyback off you, bro. Like how they just with A Train and with his powers, how because he's the ultimate athlete. Matter of fact, I wanted you to get to your point. Did I cut you off wrong? You know what I'm
You
saying?
good?
You don't get
I'll
the.
wrap up. I'll wrap it up real quick. But I was just gonna
Now
say,
you
like,
got
I
it.
think, he's starting to low key become my favorite character out of all like the quote unquote bad guys. Cause like with the boys, the bad guys are just like the good guys are like shitty, and then the bad guys are like really shitty. So like that,
Yeah,
they Butcher is
yeah,
almost as close to a villain as you can get. He just happens to be
yeah,
cool with a Australian accent, and he gets away with it. Um. But yeah, I was just gonna say like with A Train, I think that was like throughout the show, I'm like start like right when I'm like, all right, like he's starting to figure it out, and honestly, you know, once again, spoiler alert if we haven't already said it. Spoiler alert for everything we're gonna talk about, man. We just
everything,
for
man.
everything, but when he at Herogasm, when he finally was like enough was enough, and he ended up killing I think his name was like Black Hawk or Blackheart or something like
Yeah,
that. Yeah,
yeah,
like because in the show, Black Hawk, he does the whole "I'm not racist," guys, and then he actually ends up paralyzing A Train's younger brother or older brother. I'm sorry, A Train's older
yeah.
brother. And A Train's brother was the one that trained him. He was the one that kind of kept him in shape. He's kind of been A Train's moral compass. So the fact that see him vulnerable, not being able to move, he kind of lost it and killed Black Hawk when he wasn't supposed to. Not only because superheroes they supposed to stick together, but also because he had took so much compound V in season 1 and season 2, his heart won't allow him to run. So he basically was risking killing himself in order to kill Black Hawk. But so just kind of seeing, I'm really really interested in seeing like, because I'm pretty sure season 4 will be the final season. I don't think you can really stretch this out to season 5, but seeing
Feel
how
that.
like season how that would play out with how he ends up fully redeeming himself, how he ends up kind of piecing everything together, I think would be I'm really looking forward to. But that's what I was gonna say on that.
No, I dig it. I dig it. I feel that, bro. Only thing I was gonna add on to it was the way they made him. You know what I'm saying? An all-star athlete, and he actually said it. I believe in season 2.
Mm-hmm.
He literally was Michael Jordan in a sense, bro. Like he had all
Mm.
this political pull if he was to use it. He had all this attention, but he only used it to make a profit and to what I'm saying, to get as far away from his community as he could. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that that's what I'm saying, a terrible thing for what I'm saying. Not to say that, not that, but not to say that I'm knocking him for a choice that
Mm.
what I'm saying, Michael Jordan could do what he want, but at the end of the day, bro, when you reach a certain point, you have a choice to either bring others up or to just keep building yourself up, and that's literally what he did. When it came time for it, because his brother asked him to bring you know what I'm saying, to talk about how Black Hawk was you know what I'm saying, was disproportionately, you know what I'm saying, attacking niggas.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't. Well, because he didn't, and because he chose to ignore it. You know what I'm saying? When he chose to snap and kill Black Hawk, I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna say I support the idea, bro, but I'm saying I was
Definitely
kind of
understand it.
fucking with it.
I
Yeah, it
definitely
was. I
understood
was
it.
kind of. Yeah, I was feeling them because it's like at the very least now they're you know what I'm saying, they're showing that, you know what I'm saying, that, bro, you can't ignore it for long, bro. You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z said it, bro. You still a nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then to have it lead to him getting having a yeah, we spoiling everything. But for him for
Yeah.
him having to get Black Hawk's heart, you know what I'm saying? It's I'm very interested to see how they let this play out, man. I want to see, bro. I'm very excited. So yeah, bro. Yeah, that's all I will add on to it. Yeah, man.
Alright. Did you hear this? Actually, well, this didn't just happen today, this week, but it's the like the fallout came out this week. So did you hear about um, Discovery and Warner Brothers? They merged together. Did you know that?
Yeah, I did hear about that.
And did you hear about like a lot of the shows might be getting canceled this week because of?
That
Did you hear about that?
I'm about to say, yeah, that I didn't hear.
Yeah. So the first one was, so of course, just in case you guys don't know, Discovery Channel bought out Warner Brothers. So Warner Brothers is anything HBO and HBO Max related. So Insecure, Game of Thrones, The Wire, Sopranos, all that kind of stuff. That's all HBO. They have all anything DC related. So Batman, Superman, Joker,
Okay, I'm with you.
Flash,
I'm with you.
all
I'm
that
with you.
stuff, all that stuff.
I'm
So they
with you.
bought all that. I'm trying to think of what else. Cartoon Network, Adult Swim, all that kind of stuff.
Nickelodeon.
That's all
Oh
Nickelodeon. I
no,
think it's
that's
Paramount. That's
Paramount.
Paramount.
That's Paramount.
But
Yeah.
yeah. But all that just, and I'm pretty sure there's some other stuff too that's a little like more smaller. But like everybody know, at least know Batman, Superman. Y'all know Insecure. Y'all know Game of Thrones. So all that went to Discovery Channel. But because Discovery Channel bought them out, a lot of stuff that like HBO and Warner Brothers already had in the works, they didn't already cut. So like apparently there was supposed to be a movie with I don't know how to say her name. Her name like Javeka Lewis, the black girl that's playing Batgirl right now, black lady.
Hmm.
They spent like 90 million on a movie, and basically Discovery Channel was like, nah, y'all can keep that shit. We not dropping
Damn.
that.
See now that's crazy. I only heard about two movies, and I don't remember the other one, but I heard about that Batgirl movie being canceled.
Yeah. That was the
Yeah,
first
yeah,
one. That
that's
was the first one that dropped. That was the first one that, and everybody at first thought like, oh, it was a racism thing. They thought, they thought it was something under, like an underlying message. And then, like people from Discovery kind of stepped out and was like, nah, we changing all this shit up. So, um, the Batgirl, I think they tried what the guys I can't remember the dude name, but he kind of taken over some of the stuff for DC. And basically what he said was like there's certain movies that's gonna come out that's already scheduled. Like they are like I think like Black Adam, The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, he gonna be in
hmm
that. That come out I think this year, if not next year. They already said it's gonna be a Joker 2, and they confirmed that there will be a Batman 2, but I don't think they started like shooting or writing or anything for it. They just said there will be another one.
yeah,
But besides that, he said a lot of the DC films like they gonna have like a 10-year plan on how they plan on scheduling everything out, and he even said like we gonna kind of do like what Marvel did with they stuff.
yeah.
Um, what is
That yeah,
your
that
what's your take on that? Do you like that move? Do you feel like they kind of handling it the right way? What do you think?
I mean, with DC, I think that's the best thing they can do. Because you know what I'm saying, just like you, bro. You know what I'm saying, I'm a comic book geek myself. You know what I'm saying, especially DC. DC is my preferred comic book of choice.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And the reason being is because it is story driven. You know what I'm saying? They have a character, but they mostly have like the stories that they tell, whether that's in the
Mm-hmm.
comic books and in the DC animated universe. You know, the
Mm-hmm.
cartoons or the cartoon movies or the shows. You know, like Batman, the animated series, Superman animated series, Justice League, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
All of those stories are solid in like in their
Fire.
cohesive. Yeah, bro.
Fire.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. And then with the way they did the DCEU over the past, what was that?
At the gate,
It
they
would
had
have been about
it's been about
uh
almost 10 because I think they said
about 10 years.
Men of Steel I
Bro,
think started it, and that's like 2013 or 2012. Men of Steel came out like I think like our high school, like our senior year, so that's like 2013. So yeah, we
and
about 10
bro,
years.
bro, don't get me wrong, bro. Zack Snyder, it was a beautiful, like the way it was shot. It looked good. But bro, I remember Superman saying like three words, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, like we ain't getting no type of character. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
every story, every film followed that same idea after. You know what I'm saying? Except for like Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman was dope.
Yeah.
Um, and
That's
I
about
think
it. That's about it.
yeah,
And so
man.
so it
Yeah,
was a couple. It was a I, I'm I'm kind of torn because at first, I don't want them to like Marvel did what they did, but I think Marvel didn't announce it. Like Marvel didn't know out the gate, like in 2008 when they had dropped the first Iron Man. Like, hey, 10 years from now we gonna have Avengers Endgame and Avengers Infinity. Like they kind of played with the cards they had dealt, and they just they made the most out of what they had. I think you can't. I don't feel like you can really plan out 10 years like what's things gonna look. But I
But
but I
see,
but I do understand. I mean, you gotta have somewhat of a plan though. I think DC
yeah,
was just
yeah,
dropping shit
and
just cause.
that's what I think it was, bro. Because from what it seemed like from my perspective, bro, it seemed like when it was dropping uh when they were dropping movies, it seemed like they were just trying to drop blockbusters, a lot of
Right,
action, you know what I'm
right,
saying? A lot of
right.
stuff blowing up. But it was, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't really stuff of substance. But now, bro, and with this plan, I really hope that they choose to say, all right, bro, we go like honestly, bro, if you ask me, bro, I've got about 5 episodes in mind from the Justice League series that
That
they
they
can
can do.
use, bro.
Yeah, man.
Bro,
Yeah,
just yeah, bro, just like using the great story arcs that they already have and bringing them to life. You know what I'm saying? Like, or at least you know what I'm saying, tweak it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just me, man. I feel like instead of just like you said, bro, instead of trying to copy Marvel exactly, you know what I'm saying? They can still use a 10-year plan, but still use it in a you know what I'm saying, a DC way. You know what I'm saying? Tell their own story.
yeah. Just to
Yeah, man.
add one more thing, I think like you said, like pretty much like to be honest, I think that's the reason why everybody was like so like man DC trash. I think the reason why it's so trash because they was so fire when we was jits, bro. Like you said, like Batman the animated series, Superman, like you said, the Justice League, all them shows was fire, and every single character in there was
Hmm.
fire. Every single character in there was fire. You know what? This just came across my mind. You know what fucked it all up? When y'all picked that
What?
white dude to be Green Lantern. We everybody like I